Dom, you got a race coming up. It's getting a lot of publicity on the internet and magazines and stuff. And do you think it's really going to be one of the biggest races ever? And will it really live up to the hype?
Jim, this will be a historical event. The racers are all come together. We will be setting records out there. I'm looking forward to seeing the 10.5 records rebroken, the radial records rebroken. And this is the thing. Once in a lifetime, a race comes along that is like no other, and this is what we're going to have this time.
Now you mentioned that 10.5 records will be broken. Isn't the 10.5 record like 390s or something?
Oh no, hell no, no, that shit don't even count. No, talk about fuzzy math. I mean, 10.5 tire. I mean, come on, dude. That thing's like 14 inches wide, bro. I mean, you can't count shit like that. I mean, for them guys, all them records should be stripped. Anybody who's on a 33 10.5, the records should be stripped, thrown out. And these guys from Texas and stuff that have stayed true to the true 10.5 tire, them are the guys that are carrying the torch for 10.5, not some yahoo with a 1432 on there calling it extreme 10.5 or outlaw 10.5. I mean, them ain't 10.5 tires. How can you even count that? If them guys got real back half style cars, throw some 29.5, some true 10.5s on there, put that thing up to weight and drag that shit out there to February and show me some of that. But don't come rolling up with some pro mod on 1432s and say I'm outlaw 10.5 world champion.
Well, so what you're saying is the guys that have been racing outlaw 10.5 with their W tires and stuff like that, they're really,
they don't count.
That's all you had to say. They don't count.
Don't count.
That's what you said, right?
I'm saying you got to strip all them records away. If you want to get back down to the true 10.5. You got to have a true 10.5. I mean, they should have a damn shirt that says, real men do it with 14.5 inches if that's what they're going to run. I mean, don't come out there with a real man does it on 10.5 inch tire with a 14 inch wide tire. I mean, there's guys out there with some damn 16 by 16 double bead locks, airing the bitches up to 90 pounds of air, setting them out in the heat to stretch them bitches up. Come on, man. 16 by 16. If a 10.5 tire fits on 16 by 16, somebody's cheating.
Right, well, that's your opinion, of course.
That's not opinion, that's fact. Is it a 10.5 inch tire class or not? I'm out rolling their outlaw radial with some 1633 slicks.
So the guys in Texas, they've stayed true to the class for these years, and now you're going to give them a payoff?
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the guys who've stayed true, who are running the 10.5, deserve a shot at the title against the radial cars. Not some guy with some pro model. I mean, why do they even have that class? I don't even understand it. I mean, take 200 pounds of weight out of them, put them in Pro Mod. I mean, that's what they got. They got the same size tire. They got a full round tube chassis, front to back. To me, that's a waste of a class, man. I'll be glad when that shit's all gone, to be honest with you.
Well, speaking of all gone, a lot of the tracks are seem like they're doing away with Outlaw 10.5. You have any opinion on that?
Outlaw 10.5 is doing away with itself. I mean, how many times do you want to watch four guys race each other? I mean, come on. Well, what's that for the fans? And besides which, if they don't get rid of that shit pretty soon, the radial cars are going to be quicker anyway, and it ain't going to matter anyway.
So, are the 10.5 guys welcome to put 29 halves on and bring it?
If that shit's a legal back half, a firewall back deal, not no full round tube freaking 80RL freaking I don't even know what you want to call that, morphodided up deal. But if it has a real 10.5 car, a real back half style 10.5 car, drag that bitch out there, put some 29.5, the records will be broke. The real 10.5 record belongs to people like Cooner the Phantom, and you got Eric Dillard, Proline Race Engines, and Todd Berry. Them are the guys who have the 10.5 record, not some 380, 390. That shit don't even count, bro. That don't even count.
Speaking of Barry and those guys, are those the only heavy hitters coming from Texas in the true 10.5 class? Or?
Well, you know, Barry and them guys from Proline up there in Georgia, the Texas guys, you got Chad Riviere, you know, he's going to be fast. Kyle Huddle, he's going to be fast. Rob V's going to be fast. The true 10.5 guys will be there. You know, the people who can get it done on a 10.5 inch tire. I still think they ought to redo the shirts. If you're not going to run 10.5 inch tire, real men do it with 15s or 16s or something. But I think they ought to outlaw the shirt, to be honest with you.
Well, what about the radio guys? I mean, I'm sure Stevie Fast will be there. Who else is coming?
Radial tire cars to the front, motherfucker. I mean, that goes without saying right there. I mean, we already did some hunting earlier this year. But, I mean, listen, I love the 10.5. The people who stay true to the 10.5, I got mad props for you. But you better stay away from Georgia. If you come into the jungle, if you come into Georgia, there's going to be problems. I mean, my radial guys, I love you guys, but the radial guys are going to stop a mud hole in that ass. And that's just the way things are going to be. I mean, at the end of the night, we are going to have the fastest 10.5 world record, real 10.5. We're going to have the world record. It's going to be sitting there at the track. The problem is it's going to be about half a tenth slower than the radial guys.
Now, this race here with all the hype going on, besides all the 10.5 and the true 10.5 and the radial tire stuff, what other kind of activities we got going on?
It looks like we got an arm wrestling match for 500 against that guy, Kevin Capslock, which I already credited my bank account for that one, so I'm going to spend that money this next week coming up. And we're going to have all kinds of free food and stuff for all the racers. And Friday night after the race is over, anybody who's spectating or racing there, you guys are more than welcome to come over for the band and the food. And we're going to have one hell of a good time for sure.
Well, so basically that's what you're saying is true 10.5 is going to have new records written on a real 10.5 car, a real 10.5 tire.
That other shit don't count, bro. I done told you. Them 10.5 records, if you're going around saying you're 10.5 world champion, you better be on a 29.5, 10.5, or a true 10. If not, you're just kidding yourself. I mean, you know, that's like freaking cheating at whatever. You know what I'm saying? You go over there, you're playing pool, you pull 3 balls in a pocket, and you ran 7. You didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're on a 33 10.5 Ws, 14 inches wide, you ain't the 10.5 world champion. You might think so in your own mind there. You know, when you go to lay down at night, you're sitting there and sleeping next to your girl, just remember, you ain't done shit, bro. That thing ain't true 10. You ain't no better than a damn Pro Mod guy. Another big slick tire guy. That's all. Nothing different.
But anybody who wants to
no respect.
Anybody who wants to put on the 29.5 with a legal 10.5 car.
I'm saying if that's a legal car, a firewall back, legal car, throw them 29.5s on there and come and show us a world record. Don't come out here with all that other bullshit that you guys been pulling. You're down to 3 or 4 cars running already. You might as well come on over to the real 10.5, run your real 10.5 radial freaking shootout race, not some shit that you guys have made up in your own mind.
Well, you heard it. Mayor of Drag Radial, Donald Long, telling it like it is to the 10.5 guys. Basically, in a nutshell, W tires don't count, 29.5 to the front, and Texas True 10 is going to bring it to February to Georgia against the radial guys, and it's radial versus the world, so I wouldn't want to miss it.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is one of them deals where if you miss it, you're going to be sitting there with your grandkids years down the road going, I missed my opportunity. Let me tell you something. This is bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than the Stanley Cup. This is for the Mayor's Cup. You better drag your shit on out there and come out to Valdosta. I'm telling you right now, you miss this right here, it's going to be one of them things you look back like damn Halley's Comet. It's coming around one time. So you better have your ass out there and be there to come see this thing.